This is the final captain's log for my IBM internship, and it's going to be kind of a shorter video. Mainly what I accomplished this week was just kind of final research and putting all of that research into a PowerPoint. Basically what I kind of focused on this week was exploring technology trends within universities. I had already done tech trends within the library, what libraries need, and I found a lot more information on technology trends within the university. I haven't seen too many things in the way of universities specifically implementing cognitive or artificial intelligence. I know that they're out there, but as it happens, I just was not able to find any good and kind of reliable case studies regarding their implementation within a university program or just at the university level. So what I did find is obviously universities are trying to reach all of their population. So that would be in the way of social media, Instagram location maps, Snapchat, Facebook, all of those things. But they're also trying to develop more mobile apps, mobile applications for students to use, maybe a mobile website, a place where you can check your grades, place where you can check your exam schedule, those kinds of things. Nothing that really deals specifically with cognitive or with Watson. Unfortunately, I was also unable to find kind of what universities are looking to go into, primarily because, not all universities are uniform. One university may have more funding than another university. All of those kinds of factors play into what they can afford and what kind of technologies they're able to implement within their university. Thinking, kind of big picture, it would obviously be within our best interest, I guess, to like the collective hour, to kind of focus more on implementing mobile technologies for students and also teaching students kind of how to navigate through cognitive intelligence, especially because that is something that the rest of the workforce, the rest of the world is kind of gearing towards. So thinking of a way to kind of have that be pretty uniform all across the board, it would be really nice if every university taught a class or something on how to build their own applications or have students kind of being active within the application creation and all of those things. That would be able to trickle down into, the library sector, particularly in university libraries or special libraries that are funded by larger universities, Oxford, those kinds of libraries. Basically, this research was kind of the last bits that I kind of needed in order to finalize the recommendations for my presentation. Essentially, the question still remains, what can universities and libraries do to be up to date with the latest technology? So that means kind of what can university administration do? What can the administration of libraries do in order to make sure that their patrons, make sure that their students, stakeholders, those kinds of people, make sure that they are kind of technologically updated, meaning they know how to navigate. Yes, everyone kind of knows how to navigate Word, but can they navigate cognitive software, or can they utilize Watson or utilize just cognitive intelligence in order to inform their decision making and research within academia? That is kind of the huge question that plagues me still. It's a very broad question, and hopefully within my presentation, I will be able to answer that in a way that is that kind of makes sense, and it is fiscally responsible, and it is able to be implemented on a wide scale. That pretty much wraps it up for this internship. I mean, there are obviously a lot more questions that need to be addressed because it's a multifaceted issue, but hopefully I have done enough kind of preliminary research, or at least started to scratch the surface into how we can implement Watson's technology and how we can implement cognitive within the universities and within libraries themselves.